Hey guys, it's David from Team Oven. I'm here with
Adam.
and then we're here to show off your
Showing
deck.
off Infernity FTK because everyone thinks this deck died in the ban list and it didn't. So I was toying around with it and we're trying to figure out see how it works. So
Team No Regrets.
for the Infernity cards, you have to play the one Archfiend because it's that one. Playing the accompanying 3 Necromancer because this allows you need 3. Before you could play it with 2, but now you need 3. Patriarch summons itself is like really good sometimes, and then Mirage is your last one just for the loop. That's all you need for the Infernities, except for like Launcher. 3 Greffer and 3 Armageddonite because you need to see Warriors to go off, like at least 1. And then if you don't see those, you have 3 Monk now, so you can see those instead. So these will get you where you need to go. You always need to dump to get Archfiend in your hand, so you always need a Warrior, or you just summon Archfiend out of the deck. The best engine in the deck, honestly, is Darkworm. He's a free body on the board and he searches for a scale. He can also fill a scale if you have no if you do it first. So he's everything you need to be because you don't have Broad Bull anymore. So you need more scales just to make it work. And so I think these are like perfect. I bumped it up to 2 Eris because before you could just Pendulum Summon and pop it with Trident, but you can't do that anymore. So you have to play 2. So if you draw 1, you're not losing that game just because you can't search Archfiend. 1 Stygian because it still comes in handy. Zephyros because he allows you to play through awkward hands. He's just really good. And then she wins games, so you gotta play her. This is my reptile scale because you can't play Broad Bull. We're playing King of the Feral Imps, and you have to search it because it's a reptile that's a scale 6. That's about it. For the spells, there's 3 Terraforming, 1 Ravine to dump Darkworm, and Black Garden. This is back in the old days where you would use Black Garden to revive like a Summoner Monk or a Stygian Street Patrol or something stupid like that. It just allows you to extend your combos when you don't draw perfect and you have more monsters on the field for Link Summoning. 3 Allure because you need to see your cards. You need to see your Warriors at least once every game. I'm going to keep saying that because it's really important. And so digging for extra cards is super good. 2 Ravine because I'm playing 3 Terraforming and Ravine, or 2 Shrine because I'm playing Ravine and Terraforming. You only need to dump Darkworm once. After that, it's fine. So you don't want to draw once per turn, more than once. Launcher, Rhoda, Foolish, and Soul Charge. These are all just really good one-ups. These are really good, but these will win you games just by drawing them because you don't have to search it, and that's really good. Onto the extra deck. Herald, Void Ogre, and Omega. These are handy. These are a little bit odd because you don't see any tuners in the main deck, but I side deck 1 tuner and I'll show you, explain it later. Invoker to summon Archer to burn for game. Levier so you don't die to Trick Stars because if you open your hand and then they banish Archfiend, you just kind of lose. King of the Feral Imps to search for your Lizard draw. Diamond Direwolf to answer 1 or 2 back row, just single outs. And it clears up your extra deck slot, which is very important. Castel to answer stuff. I would play the Utopia package, I just don't have it. And then for Link Monsters, it's an important part. You're playing 2 Proxy Dragon. These are here one's here for the combo, one's here for if you mess up. Gaia's here for the left and right, which is very important. Deco Tucker because it points up. The only reason this card is good is because it points up for Firewall. And then 3 of the best cards in the deck, triple Firewall. You play the 3rd, not to FTK, but just so that you have it if you need it. It allows you to play through every hand trap in the game except for Troll and Knockbird. And then on to the side deck. Side deck, Paleo is your worst matchup, and Paleo's kind of winning everything now. So I'm playing 3 Denko so that you don't lose to Paleo. And then I'm playing 4 Kaijus. This may look a little bit weird because I'm not playing Slumber, I'm not playing Dark Hole, I'm not playing Rigeki. Because those don't answer Masterpiece all the time, and this answers Masterpiece every time. And most of those decks right now, they'll make a boss monster that interrupts you during your turn, and just having 1 Kaiju outs that 1 monster, and then all the rest of the board is irrelevant, and then you can play the game. Then we have back row removal, because you die to back row, like I said, for Paleo. So you're playing 3 Twin Twister, and 2 Cyclone. This is for the Draco matchup, so they can't make Masterpiece during your turn. This clears away everything that they sided in, and it allows you to play the game. Because the only purpose of the side deck is to allow you to go off, and once you go off, you win the game. Avenger, Break, and Barrier. This is the 3 cards that I was I don't know what to play, so I'll play these. Honestly, this is only for D-Barrier, because if they call D-Barrier and they call Invoker, they call Exceeds, they stop your Invoker, you can't burn. You can't get your burn card out, so you have no FTK. So I'm playing Avenger to play around D-Barrier because when you can Mirage Loop into Omega, Void Ogre, and Herald all in the same turn while searching these. So then they can't just normal summon to get over Archfiend, and they can't Dark Hole you. So it allows you to play the Synchro game. You just play Synchro Infinity, and it does the same thing. And it just stuns harder than FTK. and it just allows you to play through D-Barrier. And I didn't want this deck to lose to any one card, and D-Barrier was the card that was like I was losing to. So I think Avenger in the side deck is as bad as it sounds is actually really versatile. Like it adds a lot more versatility to the deck, and I really like that part about it.
All right, awesome. So how do you think this deck is after the ban list? It's like you said before, you said that people think it's dead. Where do you see this deck going?
People think it's dead, but it's still pretty consistent. I would say it goes off 7 out of 8 hands. When I test draw hands, it's 7 out of 8 and it goes off. Going second isn't that bad after game 1, because game 1 you won't have your side deck cards and it'll be hard to play through back row and disruption. But once you go to game 2 and 3, when you slide in like your back row just removal and your kaijus, going second doesn't really matter because you have an extra card to make up for that lost card you have for a kaiju or something. So I think going second and third is like fine, and then just the FTK, no one's siding anything for it. If they're siding Droll, you lose to Droll. That's about it. It's also very hard to stop this deck. I've gotten ashed every time, everywhere along the combo, and you can play through it like 90% of the time. And so I want to test some stuff to like play through Ogre, because I know Ogre hurts if you hit it at the right spot. So I want to test some OCG stuff that I've been seeing with like Pendulum Magicians and like Performer Pals that play through it. So I want to test some of that stuff. But overall, I like this deck. It's a little bit more fragile because you can't just go broad bolster to full scale and then make Chakanine. So you have like one less monster to link summon with and you have one less scale. But other than that, the deck is still the same. You just lost Emerald for the second Firewall, so you have to like put a little bit more effort into that. That's what the third Necromancer is for. You need 3 so you can make that last Firewall. But otherwise, I think this deck is great. I still love playing this deck. I've been playing this deck for years, and it's pretty adaptive. It comes by the formats. Every new mechanic is just new Infernity.
All right, awesome. Any last comments?
Things that would change. Actually, there's some things I don't like about the main deck. I really don't want to play 2 Eris, and if I can find a way out of playing 2 Eris, I will, because I've heard that you can like summon it and like Direwolf it, but then you lost your Pendulum Summon, and it's like more cards you don't want to play. I want to play 1 Dark, like 1-0 scale, but it's so good at baiting for game 2 and 3, because when you're playing game 2 and 3, they're probably going to either make, like if they're going to make a rank 4, it's going to be Tornado Dragon or Dweller, and then like that kind of stops the Supreme King engine. And so if you can bait it with the first one and then have the second one in your deck, it's super useful for playing through stuff. But it's also a brick because you don't have anything to do with it, and you can't Pendulum Summon it because it's level 7, and I hate that. Extra deck wise, I want to play Utopia package for sure. If I don't play the Synchros, I'm playing Utopia package for sure. And then when the new stuff comes out, when like Verilode comes out, we're playing a Verilode at least. We're playing Code Talker because it points up, which is very important to co-link it with Firewall Dragon. I'm pretty sure Tornado Dragon's better than Direwolf, but I haven't tested it as much. And once Trickstars die, I'm taking this out.
Alright, so this is gonna be a little work in progress. I know you've been at workout with this deck, so we might do another update, but yeah, thanks for showcasing this deck.
Yup, thank you.
Alright, this is David signing out.
Peace.